There's people in front of us that were getting shot. As you're hearing the shots going off, you were hearing just them hit the ground, and you were running, and you don't know what's going on.
Everyone had to fall on top of each other, whether they were alive or not, basically. It's just to stay down, because every time people got up, they just started shooting.
Seconds later, you just hear a pop, 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 and you just think it's fireworks or someone setting off a firecracker, and then at that same second, you realize, no, that's not, that's a gunfire. And then
Good morning. Well, police now say that it appears that Stephen Paddock spent 3 days or so since September 28th in that room on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel down there. This room overlooked an area where this concert was being held, this 3-day festival, music festival was being held just across the road on the Las Vegas Strip. There were some 22,000 people there listening to the concert when Paddock opened fire. Shots started to come down onto that. People scrambled, tried to take cover as shots round after round. Witnesses describe how there was a pause in the shooting, and then it would start up again as Paddock apparently reloaded his weapon. Police say that he had as many as 8 weapons in that room. They found 8 weapons in that room. He was heavily armed. Now, let's just get some idea of what witnesses were going through, what the people were going through there. We talked to several people who described it as a terrifying evening here in Las Vegas.
The shots just kept coming, and so we were
Has this particular massacre made the president think anything more about pursuing tighter gun laws, such as background checks, to prevent massacres like this from happening again?
Look, this is an unspeakable tragedy. Today is a day for consoling the survivors and mourning those we lost. Our thoughts and prayers are certainly with all of those individuals. There's a time and place for a political debate, but now is the time to unite as a country. There's currently an open and ongoing law enforcement investigation. A motive is yet to be determined, and it would be premature for us to discuss policy when we don't fully know all the facts or what took place last night.
Woke to this morning was heartbreaking. What happened in Las Vegas is shocking, it's tragic, and for those affected and their families, it's devastating. It's hard to even imagine their pain. I hope they will know that we are praying for them now. I hope they will find strength in the love and kindness of those around them in these hours of such darkness and pain. I hope they will see that our country is standing by their side today. Many Americans are still in shock. Others have begun to wonder why someone would do something this terrible. Investigators will continue their dedicated work in search of answers. But what is clear now is that this is a moment for national mourning and for prayer. Just a moment ago, President Trump led the country in observing a moment of silence. As he noted this morning, we're all grateful for the courageous efforts of the first responders.
Stephen Paddock, we do know his identity because the sheriff told us that. He also told us that numerous firearms were found in the room. Numerous, what exactly does that mean? Do you have a sense of the numbers?
Yeah, as you can imagine, with the chaos of the scene and the numbers of victims that we have, we really just froze that room. I was able to debrief a couple of the SWAT officers that went in there, and all I can really tell you is that there's a number of long rifles that are in that room, but the actual number, I really can't provide that to you just yet.
Our affiliate KTNV is reporting 8 guns. Does that seem within the realm of possibility based on what you've heard?
Yeah, I would say there was at least 8 guns up there.
Yeah, and we've also heard from the Mesquite Police Department.
Over and then slid them under the stage, and we were under there, and another awesome lady came over and helped keep press,
we
and so there was multiple. There's, you know, I'm no hero, but there was tons of heroes out
there, and quite a few kids back there, and we just heard what we thought were fireworks. It took everybody a couple of seconds to realize it wasn't, and that's when everybody just started yelling, "Get down!" So I put the baby on the ground and got on top of her, and when we heard a little break, we ran to the bleachers that were just behind us, and I tried to tuck her as close to the end so she was as protected as possible. And then we kind of realized that that maybe wasn't the best idea either, so we took off to the Tropicana Hotel, which was just next door, and there was quite a crowd getting there.
Does your daughter have any sense of what happened?
It's odd. I've discussed it with my friends already tonight, and it's so abstract for her that everything is very matter of fact when she was talking about it, but she was amazing and so incredibly brave, and not once did she cry or scream or ask what was going on, so I think she is going to be okay. It's just a odd, unfortunate thing that happened to her.
One other new development we want to play for you right now. We did get some audio of the explosive breach when law enforcement broke down the door of the gunman's hotel room on the 32nd floor. We're going to play that for you. The video you will be seeing, I believe, is from outside of the concert and the shooting as it's taking place on the ground. The sound, though, from inside. Listen to this.
Control 0.
20, go ahead.
Sit on the suspect's door. I need everybody in that hallway to be aware of it and get back. We need to pop this and see if we get any type of response from this guy to see if he's in here or if he's actually moved out somewhere else.
Copy. All units on the 32nd floor. SWAT has explosive breach. Everyone in the hall needs to move back. All units move back.
Breach.
All right, we're here with our law enforcement analyst. There you heard it, Jim, right there, the explosive breach. The guys whispering outside on with dispatch. They blew up the door to get to the gunman.
Absolutely. I mean, it sounded like a professional operation through and through. The fact that